I was so impressed. I told him, I said, I gotta go there. I had a full scholarship to attend another institution, but what happened was when I saw that band in South Carolina State, the Marching 101, I lost my mind. He prepared me for the auditions. I was blessed to pass the audition, and so my first stint was there at South Carolina State, where I got my Bachelor of Science degree in instrumental music education. And then I went back to South Carolina State and got a master's degree in secondary counseling. But I wanted to get my master's in music. So then I went to Benedict College of Music in Chicago, Illinois, and got that. And, man, it's been nothing but blessings, uphill, uphill, uphill. But the gift, like I said, it's a gift. There are people who have the gift of music, and there are some people who have the learning part. I am blessed to be blessed with both. And that's basically what has been my path and my travels into the band world. Actually, I really wanted to be. Now this is gonna blow your mind. I actually wanted to be a professional running back for the Washington Redskins.
No, that don't blow my mind. I mean, that just sounds like
they did.
That's a real dream.
I ended up being the brass coordinator for the Washington Redskins marching band, man, for 8 years.
No,
that's something.
I am so glad that you brought that up. You know, because I didn't know that. I didn't know that you were a part of that. But hey, this has been, you know, me and my buddies. I mean, because dude, I've been in the band since, associated with my instrument since I was in the 6th grade, right? Since I was 11. And you know,
yes.
the one thing about it is, you know, you go through elementary school, you go through high school, and at the time it was 5 years high school when I was in high school. And then, you know, you go to college, and then after you graduate, if you don't become a band director or a professional musician, then the music just kind of ends, you know, and you know, we always, you know, joked and laughed like, man, it'd be so cool if it was like a draft. You know, where coming out of high school or college, you know, a team could draft you into their band. But, you know, the Washington Redskins are the one NFL franchise that, you know, they have a group of musicians that gather together every Sunday and, you know, and hail to the Redskins. You know, how was that experience? And, you know, as a musician, would you like to see, you know, maybe some other NFL teams, you know, pick up that tradition?
I really would love to see that, because it also enhances on the competition with the NFL team. And mind you, the Baltimore Ravens, they have a marching band, but with the Redskins marching band, we have had people all across section, doctors, lawyers, military guys, and we've had people that's in the Redskins marching band that has been there 40, 50, and 60 years, my brother. Oh, man.
See,
it is amazing.
That sound like they were the same ones that were in the band when they were like 30, still in the college band, the university band.
Hey. Look here, man, can't get enough, my brother.
Oh yeah, you always gonna have those bandsmen. You know, you always gonna have it, but you know that's what makes the band, you know, the band world go round, as they say.
Exactly.
Yep. This is the HBCU Report. Rob Calloway on the line with H. Wade Johnson. He is the director of bands at Benedict College. The Marching Tigers Band of Distinction will have the privilege of taking part in the 15th annual Honda Battle of the Bands, January 28th, 3:00 from the Georgia Dome. Now I have to tell you, Prof, I saw a video of when you made the announcement to the band that they would be participating in the Honda. Now, it looked pretty exciting to me on the video. But right there making that announcement, you know, how proud were you to let the band know that they had made it? And, you know, what was the excitement level really like, you know, in real time?
And let me tell you, that everybody saw on the Facebook, man, does not compare to the way the kids feel, because the hard work that they put in. And mind you, we were thinking when we took the realm at Benedict College, home of the PCBOT, we thought that it would have taken us about 3 years to really be prepared to make that mark. But we were so blessed, man, that we got the call the first year in, and the kids were ecstatic because we kept telling them, we worked them so hard. I have to admit, we worked them to the bone, nails and bones. But we told them, we said, hey, if you guys listen So what we're trying to teach you and what we're trying to do to become ambassadors, not just in the band world, but ambassadors in life and representing Benedict College. And myself and my assistant director, Mr. Ronald Green, man, we had a time with those kids, and they listened, they took everything in, they understood, and if you can see, all of the hard work paid off. And when we made that announcement, man, they were so ecstatic. And if you listen to it, I had to kind of try to whistle in the background to try to calm them down because of the celebration that they had. It was such an honor for not just us, but such an honor for the kids, especially the upperclassmen, who went through attended the funeral of Professor Jones and all of that stuff. And, because it was really kind of rough when we first got there because, the kids were in mourning and whatnot, and they didn't know who we were. So they had to learn a whole new schematic in terms of these new directors, and it was wonderful. The hard work is paid off, and we are thankful for that.
Yeah, man, and I can hear the enthusiasm in your voice, and that goes a long way. I can remember, as a bandsman now, I'm not that old. I'm seasoned, but I'm not that old. I just wish, that there had been an event like the Honda, had been around back in the 90s, the mid to late 90s when I was at Alabama State University, because, it's the ultimate platform. I tell folks all the time, for a band to make that 8, that is, number one, you in a good number. But you're one of 8. It's only 8 bands that get to the showcase, and not only showcase, but this is the ultimate recruiting tool. Being right here in Atlanta, where it's thousands of band students and people, from different states, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Florida, Alabama, they all come to the Georgia Dome for this event.
Exactly.
And so it's the ultimate recruiting tool. So for those prospective students that might not be familiar with Benedict College right now, give them a word.
Okay, Benedict College was founded in 1870. The Benedict College Band, Marching Band of Distinction, has been in existence since 1990. One of the premier the person that actually gave that name, the Marching Band of Distinction, is Dr. Sean. Matter of fact, Ike Bell was a part of that. But anyway, those guys renamed the band because before then in the history, they were just the Benedict College Marching Band.
I got to stop you. I got to stop you, Prof. I got to stop you. Dude, you know this history like they've been taking you to shop, man. Did they take you to shop?
Let me tell you the kind of guy that I am. I don't like walking into any situation without knowing. So it's almost I dug in the one of the other staff members was one of the original members, brother Ricardo Payton. He was from the first dynasty, so he actually sat me down and gave me an education on the history of the band. And let me tell you, in order to be a part of something, if you don't know its history, then you may have some issues in terms of continuing or making sure that it moves in a direction where it's going to be successful. And see, that's our thing. We always strive for the highest, and we strive to be successful in all that we do. So therefore, I had to do the research to find out the history of the band in order to continue and to maintain or to move to another level of existence where, the Honda Ballad of Bands, Super Bowl of Bands, my brother. And I looked at it like that. I respect that Honda Ballad of Bands. And in this 15th year, we were asked to come and participate. And then this is our first year in the history of the band. Man, we have to be successful. So therefore, that's why we continue to work hard. If I'm always hyped. I'm like this all the time, man. I don't know. I just, I love what I do. It's a blessing. So, with that being said, man, we are so grateful that we are a part of this. And you know what? We probably will be the smallest group, but that has something to do with quality. And I tell people all the time, it's not about numbers, it's about the quality of your production. Yep. And if everybody is playing, if everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, the show will always be wonderful.
Yeah, man. And like I said, I hear the enthusiasm, so I know how the whatever the band director swag is, it transfers to the band.
Yes, what's the saying? Yeah, the saying is the band is indicative of its director.
Absolutely. Look, man, I can't wait to get to meet you in person at the end of the month for the 100 Battle of the Bands. And you guys you keep practicing hard, man. Keep doing your thing. So when you get to Atlanta, like I said, it's a great platform to be on. And it's definitely probably the number one recruiting tool in HBCU bands.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
yes, it is.
Professor H. Wade Johnson, Director of Bands, Benedict College, the Marching Tigers Band of Distinction. We can't wait to see you guys January 28th at the Georgia Dome. And thank you so much for joining us on the HBCU Report.
We appreciate you too, Brother Rob, and hopefully we'll talk again. I'll see you on the 28th, if not before, my brother.
Absolutely, man. All right, great stuff right there from Professor H. Wade Johnson, Director of Bands, Benedict College. The Marching Tigers Band of Distinction going to be in the house January 28th, 3 o'clock. Georgia Dome is where you got to be for the 15th edition of the Honda Battle of the Bands. And 15 years says a whole lot about this product, the fact that the fans have been so receptive and continue to come in and year out, and no matter what bands make the final 8. It's always a packed house, and it's always a great event. So big shouts out to Honda for putting on this event. Being a bandsman myself, I remember when the whole Battle of the Bands phenomenon began. I can remember it was high school at the time. And there were Battle of the Bands all throughout the South, Southeast, Southwest. And some of those events have come and gone. But in 15 years, representing the HBCU band community and still going strong, it says a whole lot about this product. So, again, shouts out to Honda. Coming up on the other side, we will talk with Carlton Wright, my main man, the Director of Bands for Alabama A&M University's Marching Maroon and White. They will be participating in the 15th annual Honda Battle of the Bands, and so we'll see what's going on up on the hill when we check in with Carlton Wright. Coming up on the other side right here on the HBCU Report, we are being heard via Spreaker.com. In addition to Spreaker, you can also hear the HBCU Report via iTunes, the TuneIn Radio app, and Google Play Music for Android.
It's the HBCU Report with Bob Calloway.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Connecting the SWAC, the MEAC, SIAC, and the CIAA. The HBCU experience lives here. It's the HBCU Report with Bob Calloway.
This is the HBCU Report, being heard via Spreaker.com. We are powered by SportsNewsAndBrews.com, your official source for sports, black news, political news, and the latest on your favorite craft beers. Rob Calloway continuing Banduary. Yeah, we officially kicked off Banduary on this week's show. And what is Banduary? For those of you that might have missed the first few minutes of the show, I introduced what Banduary is. Well, we have the Honda Battle of the Bands taking place January 28th. No football going on. Nobody's really paying attention to college basketball. So it's Banduary. I mean, here it is. You got the 8 top bands right now in the HBCU ranks going head-to-head. January 28th, 3 o'clock at the Georgia Dome. Alabama State, Alcorn, Benedict, Bethune-Cookman, North Carolina A&T, Texas Southern, Winston-Salem State, and Alabama A&M University. And right now we're being joined on the line by Carlton Wright. He is the Director of Bands for the Alabama A&M Marching Maroon and White. Carlton, first of all, welcome back to the HBCU Report.
Thank you, Rob. It's always good talking to you, man. Always great.
Absolutely, man. So this is the 15th edition of the Honda Battle of the Bands. A lot of things are, being said about